Everybody has secrets. Let's go hear some.
J Blazzo.
I'm sure we can all agree. There's just some things you just don't tell people. But on my show, secret's safe with me, of course, and the internet.
J Blazzo.
So there's this girl that lives on our floor. Yes. She is like absolutely crazy. Yeah. So she got mad at us and she sent a bunch of people to go and jump some of our friends, and then she started breaking into my room and stealing stuff. And she threatened to beat us up. Like she said that she would beat us up. And then after the whole thing happened, she completely ignored us. She won't look us in the eye. And she started leaving notes at our doors, like notes that like unsigned. It would be like she
About
got our
biology,
class
yeah.
schedule somehow. So she would like leave notes and like leave it on my door and be like it's for you, but she didn't sign it. So we like figure out it was her.
Yeah, it was crazy. This year's been crazy.
It's been crazy, but please stop being weird if you see this.
So when I was in like sixth grade, there was this new girl who came to our school, and she was, pretty. She's pretty smart too, and I was like, the other smart kid at the time. Um, and then like, I asked her out as a joke. She said no, rejected. I was like, okay, cool. Fast forward a couple years, I asked her again, but this time it was actually like, like I liked her a lot. Rejected me again, but the awkward thing is we went to the we went to the same high school. She would have her friends, I would have my friends, and like some of our friends would interlap, but there was like no friend group that was that we were both in, so our interests were a little different. But like every time I would like just be chill, it would not be chill, it would be awkward. Very awkward silence.
Okay, so I'm a film student, and this last summer, like with my friends, were going around campus trying to find a film location, and essentially this lady that worked in like a little service room in one of the buildings here, we asked her if we can film in one of the offices, and she was being really weird. Eventually said no after like a really dragged out explanation about like the history of the office, and then we walk outside to the cops coming up to us. So she essentially called the cops on us. When we were there talking to her, she was like, "Oh, where are you guys from?" And we're like, "Oh, we're around here. We're students. We're film students." That's something that still lives in my head to this day. Um, I don't wanna, make any claims, but we're a group of minorities, so I feel like she might have been a little racist in that situation.
Yeah, for me personally, my biggest regret is probably just not being my authentic self sooner. I spent a lot of time just trying to do whatever to fit in or do this to be like everybody's gonna approve of me if I do this, if I dress this way, if I talk this way, if I do whatever. But like life got so much better and niggas started fucking with me more the moment I really just started being my like honest, true self. Like and so like that's definitely for me like would be my biggest regret. Just trying to be somebody that I'm not.
All right, what's something that's not supposed to be funny, but you think is hilarious?
It's pretty fucked up. But for some reason, my mom's been in the hospital like a shit ton, and it's really awkward. But I burst out laughing when I walk in. Like, I know that sounds really fucked up, and it is really fucked up, and I don't think it's funny. But it's that kind of thing where I've laughed that many times at my mom at the hospital and funerals. Like, anything like that, I just find it really funny because I shouldn't laugh, and then I end up laughing way harder than I should. When you explain it, it's like it's not funny, but it's kind of funny that it's not supposed to be funny, and it's funny.
My biggest regret, I would say, would like be sports wise. Like I was a football player in high school and such, and um, I would like practice my heart out and such, but I was never really too vocal about how I wanted like to play for the team. So
What's something about you that would shock most people if they knew?
Um, I'm like a motherly person. A lot of people think I'm mean, or they think I'm a bitch, but I'm really nice and nurturing, and like I don't know, I like cooking and like just loving on people. But people don't know that until they actually start talking to me.
I feel you. Y'all stop judging her, man. She a nice person.
And I can dance. A lot of people don't know that I can dance because I used to be a majorette and I was a cheerleader. People be trying to play me like I don't got the moves for real. But
Stop playing with her, yeah.
I playing with me. Don't play with me like I can
right now.
see.
I remember in high school, man, I'm probably like 16 years old and snuck out the crib, man, to go see this little girl. Late at night, right? And I remember when I deeped out, my car hood was up, right? Pops was like working on the engine or something. So I get back and it's late as hell when I get back. So I just park my car and I realized the gas level was went down a little because I was driving that night, right? We had a thing of gasoline, so I try to like, pour it inside of my gas tank, bro. Whole thing smells like gas. It spills on the bottom of the car and everything. So the whole garage smells like gas, right? And anyways, next day comes around, my hood is down when Pops come back in the garage. So yeah, next day the garage smells like gasoline and the hood is down on the car, right? And I said something crazy like I had ran to the garage and seen the hood popped up and just closed it out. And he's like, "Dang, did you like miss your car when you were pumping gas yesterday?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, it spilled on the side." Whole time like he was working on the car and stuff. So really, shout out to my pops being oblivious in the moment. But that's probably like the craziest experience when it comes to me having to finesse my way out.
When I was 15 years old, my best friend and I, we snuck into this building that we thought was abandoned, and it turned out it wasn't. Uh, there was somebody dead in there. That was super interesting.
What did you find out? Like what happened to the person?
No, no, we did. And then we called 911. We were like, we have suspicions. Like, we haven't seen him come out of the house, but no.
So y'all just found like a dead body. Like y'all walked up. Did y'all walk up on it or?
So we noticed somebody was like in a bed. Mind you, we thought this place was like, it was all broken down and everything, and something stank.
This is just the first episode, so y'all bear with me. I'm already working on episode 2. I got people helping me out. After this, production's only gonna get better and better. I appreciate you watching, especially because it's my first episode and it's my first time trying to do this like video format type stuff.